y'all, this is Michaela with Life Happens by the Mile. I am your favorite mother trucker out here, cruising the highways and byways of the big USA. And we are in Arizona. We're headed off to Springfield to the mothership. Mr. George has picked up his passport there in Salt Lake, and we're going to go get him his Twix card where he can start the next part of his upgrade. And anyway, it'll take him a couple weeks after that, and they'll put him in for a truck, all that, and then they'll call him in once they have trucks available. So, I want to make, y'all need to this is hard for me. I recently got a call the other day, yesterday, or day before yesterday, let me know a very old and dear friend of mine that I'd had a falling out with, but we had kind of made up and had planned to get together. Then COVID happened, and we just didn't talk after that because I couldn't get a hold of her. I call and I just figure, okay, well, you know, we'll get together when this COVID thing cools down. And then I ended up going into trucking and doing all kinds of things. So I haven't talked to her in about 2 years, since the beginning of, just before the beginning of COVID. And I just didn't put much effort in because my life is falling apart. The governor shut down my company. So I had to deal with that. I had to sell the farm, everything, and start over, as a lot of y'all know that have been following my channel for a while, you know. So anyway, I get a call 2 days ago saying my friend that I just told you about had passed away. And, you know, I never got to make up, really make up, you know, like get together. I couldn't get a hold of her, and now I know why I couldn't. She died right after the beginning of COVID. And she was living in Florida, but she'd had an illness that she didn't tell me about when we had first made up. Sorry, y'all, this is bouncing around. Oops. So, I was kind of just shocked. Because what happened is my other friend had been trying to get a hold of her on Facebook, and she hadn't posted in a long time. And, so she did some more digging, and she found her obituary, and she sent it to me, and she was gone. The opportunity missed, gone. You know, when you're out here, you really need to stay in contact with your friends and family. When you see them, you need to really be present. And not worrying about your truck, not worrying about your bill, not worrying about being present and in the moment. Because it might be your last moment you see them. It might be the last time. You might not have another chance. I didn't. And you know, the funny thing, I remember when me and Alexander first met, we were dancers. We don't go back to the modeling days. We went back to my dancing days. And of course, me being all extra that I am, I walk into the club, into the dressing room. There's this little, there's, you know, a big L shape with mirrors and places to put your costume bags and stuff. And then there's this one alcove. And I'm like, I go and I throw my stuff up in that alcove, and I'm getting ready, and then this girl, you know, because you'll dance on stage, and then you're coming to the dressing room, and you'll get dressed again. And this girl comes in, she's topless, and she sits down right beside me, and she's like this, looking at me, and I'm like, excuse me, can I help you? And she goes, who are you? What do you do? And are you one of them nasty bitches? Excuse me. I said, hell no. I said, normally I'm a feature dancer. I'm looking for a new home club, and this one's going to do. And this was at Fancy's in Oklahoma City. And so she was just one of those real outgoing, funny people. And she did impressions and stuff like that. She was funny as hell. And she loved Miss Bette Midler. And every Halloween she'd dress up like Bette Midler from Hocus Pocus, which was her favorite Bette Midler movie. And she looked so much like her. I always told her she should strip looking like Bette Midler one time, but she didn't. She didn't take my advice. Don't listen to me. I'm only a feature dancer, one of the highest paid in the whole damn country. But okay, that's all right. Mm-hmm. Right? So anyway, her name was Alexandra. She was so hilarious. She was just one of those real cool people. And then I remember we went to New Orleans because we'd take off. We'd be bored. We would just get in my convertible. I had an old Cadillac classic convertible. I loved traveling that, and I had a Porsche and a few other things. But my Cadillac, my old, I think it was a 1970 white Cadillac with fiberglass brake boot and all that. It was really awesome. Child, this camera is working my last damn nerve. So, anywho, we end up going to New Orleans, and we're just what actually happened, we went to Florida to see her family. On the way back, we stopped into New Orleans to see another friend of mine that I knew from back in the day, and we ended up liking it there. It was really cool. So I said, hey, why don't we just hang out here for a few months, go to work. We go to this one club. It's there in New Orleans, on Bourbon, and it's in the quarter, just off Bourbon. So anyway, I go into the club with Christine, and Christine was one of those that she was an exotic girl. She was a little juicy, but not fat. I mean, she was like a bodybuilder type, but beautiful, stunning, like a Xena warrior princess. But she wasn't that classic beauty. I was more of the model-looking girl, and I always did very well. But Christine used to hang out, and I'd always make sure guys spent money on her too. So, and not that I was better than her. Excuse me, y'all. Gotta raise my seat a little. Not that I was better than her or anything like that. I was just a better dancer. I was prettier. And trust me, that sounds arrogant, but that's not how I mean it. Christine had the most wonderful personality. She's funnier than I could ever dream to be. And believe me, I try to be funny. I know. You guys think it comes natural. It does not. As I shrink again. Hide all this fluffiness that is me. But anyway, I digress. Tammy. Oops. Just kidding, girl. Okay, anyway. Back off that. I turned around, and we go into this club, and this Italian guy comes up. And he looks to be about 60 or so. And I'm like 32 years old. And he goes, you're very pretty. And he goes, but this one, I don't know if we want her. And Alexandra's just looking like, who the hell are you, troll monkey, And we look around and see some of their girls, honey. Alexandra's prettier than any girl he has. But anyway, he goes, come in the back, we talk. You got to meet Mama. So we go, there's his mother sitting there. It looks like him in drag. I shit you not. Looks like he put on a little gray wig. Bitch is just as big, same bulbous nose, same, like they both had horrible acne when they were young. I mean, child, honey, that's the family tree ugly. No one fell through it, hidden sticks. Excuse me, I got desert makes my throat dry. So anyway, I digress. The mother goes, no, she's pretty, she's trouble. She goes, this one not so pretty, but nice body, exotic, we like her. We'll take her. She goes, not you. And I was like, hell no, bitch. Okay, I'm fine with that. Kick rocks. And we go to leave the, no. Okay, we'll take you both. But she goes, you behave yourself. To me, like, excuse me? You have not met Alexandra, honey. That is trouble. I'm the level-headed one. I didn't say that. I'm thinking it. Now Alexandra gets out there. Yeah, she goes, I'm going to have to keep you in line, knowing damn well I'm the one who keeps her in line. We have a good laugh, and she's just real funny. But we stuck together. That's the thing. We were good friends. We always had each other's back. Sometimes she had my pocketbook. Oops. That's another story. She would occasionally borrow money without asking. You know, but that's okay. But I always knew she had my back. And case in point, we were walking down Bourbon Street one day after we got off work. We were walking to this cafe we used to always go and eat after work. And it's during Mardi Gras. So going through there, I mean, it is like you get groped in so many ways. But this fat chick, I'm 6'1", she was like 5'10", so, and Alexandra was like 5'6". Okay, but she was bodybuilder type, strong as an ox, and she could fight like a son of a gun. I could not fight my way out of a wet paper bag, but I have a big mouth. I know, right? It's hard to believe. Okay, so this horrid little Sasquatch of a woman turns around and goes, slut. And I was like, hell no. And I called her a fat bitch. She turned around, she had her beer, and she said, and I go, and it splashes in her face. I laugh thinking I'm cute, and that's it. And I spin around to walk, and honey, she snatched me up by the hair. I was on the ground. We were rolling around, and she was grabbing me, and I had her like this, and she's trying to get me, and she's clawing her way up, and next thing you go, guys are throwing beer on us, grabs our clothes, starts ripping our tops and everything, and next thing you know, I'm topless. You know, not, let's face it, but I'm not at work, right? So anyway, then next thing you know, some guy kicks the girl on top of me, and then someone grabs my hair, and I get scared and I scream. I said, I scream for help or something, but next thing I know, Alexandra grabs this big bitch, throws her literally in the air onto someone. Some guy goes grab me or Alexandra. She punched him. He went down. She yanks me up, and the crowd's, you know, surrounding us of guys, and they're not letting us through. And Alexandra just go bam, bam. Next thing you know, we are through, and we get away. You know, so literally that day, she saved my life, or at least saved me from getting really hurt. You know, and the thing is we let some little bullshit come between us, always figuring we would make up. And then we have, I think it was Colette, put us back together, and we called each other, and we worked it out. But then we were going to get together, and we just never had the chance. And it breaks my heart. It honestly does. I've been struggling with this since I heard about it a couple days ago. And I'm going to leave a couple pictures of her at the end of the video if y'all want to see who she was or what she looked like. But she was such a life force. Such a strong, beautiful person. And she was a beautiful woman. She's, like I said, she was very exotic. And she was a loyal, good person. I'm heartbroken over it. And to my friend Alexandra, I don't know where you are now. Well, I know you're not down there if there's a down there. But, you know, I don't know if there's a heaven. I don't know if there's an afterlife. I don't know what happens next. I'm a Christian, but, you know, I love you. I'll miss you. I'm so sorry that we didn't get back together and COVID happened, and busy or working or something. I just didn't know. I can't. I'm heartbroken. I hope you're keeping people laughing wherever you're at. I know you do. You were contagious. People love to be around you. You were always 2 years older than me. We are now the same age you were. I'm now the same age you were when you died. You were like a big sister to me. You protected me. I truly, truly miss you. I hope you found all the happiness you were looking for. And hopefully I get to see you again one day. But not too soon. You know what I'm saying? I still got some life to live. Lots of blessings and love, my friend. And to all y'all, please reach out to the ones you love and you care about, because you never know. Life is so short. I have lost so many people recently that it's mind-blowing for me. I mean, my nephew, gone in a flash right at the beginning of COVID, around the time Christine died, Alexandra. A few of my other friends just before that died. One to suicide, one to cancer. It's happening so fast. And these are young people. So, I know some of you kids are out there going, oh, old lady, please. Y'all are all just supposed to die. Honey, I'm not that old, for one thing. And the other thing is, no, my nephew wasn't old. He was my younger sister's son. You just don't know. People can be taken from you in a flash. So please hold your loved ones tight. Tell them how you feel every time you see them. Tell them what you feel about them when you see them. And don't leave things on an argument or a fight. And don't put off until tomorrow, because tomorrow might never come. So please practice love and inclusion instead of exclusion, because you never know who you might meet. You never know. You might like them. And until next time, Mother Trucker out.